there? Where'd you go? I'm climbing out a broken home, and I can't tell the blues from greens. I wonder if we'll make it by the morning.
Hi guys! Welcome back to 3 Hour News Shows. You are currently watching our signature segment, See the Stories, where we will be talking about music. So, talking about music, I currently listen to this Australian musician, Ruel, whom I just found out that he just released his newest singles with DMA called What a Life and We're a Pair of Diamonds. So now, we are already connected to Ruel to talk more about his newest music. Hi Ruel! Congratulations on your newest singles, What a Life and We're a Pair of Diamonds. We're very excited to know more about it. So please tell us more about the songs.
I put out these 2 tracks, I guess almost now a month ago, with DMA's boys. We wrote them right in the heat of COVID in early 2021. And yeah, we've kind of been sitting on them for a while, and we've been waiting for the right opportunity to put them out, because obviously I was putting out an album and then I was on tour the whole of last year. So it felt right to get them out, while I'm writing my next album. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in the middle of the next album, so I thought I'd put these ones out with these guys because we really love the songs, and yeah, we just felt like they should be shared.
So I have listened to the songs, and I must say that the lyrics are pretty deep. So what are the songs actually about?
Yeah, I feel like me and Tommy and John and Took and Mace, I guess, all together when we've been writing them, we're never shy to get deep and introspective and a bit existential. And what a life, I guess, is all about kind of succumbing to life's ups and downs, and to the risks and to the consequences of your actions and stuff like that. But it's a positive spin. It's like being okay with the ups and the downs. And then Pair of Diamonds is even kind of more deep. It's more of a kind of personal story that Johnny brought to the table that I just kind of embellished on. So yeah, I'll let him talk about that another day, but it's very personal to him. But I really loved what he brought to the table, and his lyrics were so beautiful. So I just kind of painted pictures around it.
During the music making process, how do you write the lyrics? Do your own experiences inspire them?
I think a mix of us. Like we all write them together. When there's 4 people writing together, and we're all trying to share our own experiences, and whatever you write, I feel like subconsciously can come from something you've experienced or something that you've been told or read or seen. So 100%.
So how did you and DMAs connect and decide to collaborate on music?
We were both in Sydney in the middle of COVID, and there was not many people in Australia to write with. There's not many songwriters out there. I mean, there's a lot, but in terms of people that I knew of and wanted to work with, there was not many people in Sydney that were around, because usually I go to LA, but all the artists were back in Sydney. So I was prompted by my publisher to just be like, hey, the DMA's guys are in town, you should get in with them. And I've always been a fan of their music, and then we just set up a session just to see what would happen, and we all just got along really well and just clicked.
Now I'm curious, since you lean more into pop, R&B and soul, DMA focuses more on alternative and rock. So how did you guys manage to collaborate harmoniously with such different genres of music?
I feel like we kind of realized we're both a little bit more similar than we thought in terms of influences and the way we write music. It just was very seamless. Like, yeah, I feel like I've put out a lot of, like, a massive variety of different types of music, and I've kind of kept in my own lane for a while. So it was nice to kind of branch out a little bit, but also kind of bring them over to my side. So yeah, I've been just a massive fan of their music, and I think the people that they're inspired by also, I'm very inspired by. So it's just kind of figuring out where the Venn diagram kind of crosses over.
So can you say that this collaboration bring some kind of experimental music to your side?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say these songs are crazy experimental at all, but I think those guys, the way they work, their music is, it can sound very alternative and quite experimental at times, but at the same time, it all comes from a place of classic songwriting, which is just, trying to write the best melodies possible, best lyrics possible, and making something that's universally kind of viable, but that's just classically structured as well. So I think their tunes, I feel like, all come from kind of pop songs, or even through R&B or soul, or what I've been putting out. But I think it's where you kind of get into the production is where they can kind of vary and differ a lot. So I think we were kind of, for the production of these songs, we're just like, let's try and find somewhere in the middle.
And aside from DMAs, is there any musician you would like to collaborate the most?
Ooh, it's too hard to say. I feel like, I mean, my I don't know, it's hard. I feel like the people that I would say the most, probably people that are not around anymore, because it feels more, sentimental, but like someone like Jeff Buckley or Amy Winehouse or something like that, those are my dream collaborators.
So you released both of the singles on late March and also April 2024. So how have your fans responded to the singles?
It's been amazing. Yeah, I was very interested to see what they'd think, especially the DMAs fans. I was curious to see if they'd accept me into their world. But they've been very, very lovely, and I've been really happy with how everyone's kind of connected over it. And yeah, both songs have had a really great feedback. And yeah, my favorite is Pair of Diamonds. So I was excited for that one to come out.
Okay, that's very nice to hear. And how about the visualizers? Because I also noticed that you have dropped the music videos or the visualizers as well. So how have your fans responded to both of the visualizers?
Yeah, I mean, they were just like a bit of fun. We thought we didn't really have time to make 2 music videos or even 1 big music video. So we had 1 day in Melbourne, and we just set aside time to just make these 2 little visualizers that I thought were shot just really cool and very simple ideas. And I feel like they kind of match the song, and yeah, people seem to like that too.
Moving on from music, I see that you're quite active on social media, especially Instagram. So how has digitalization helped your career and boost your popularity in the music industry?
Massively. I think it's super important right now, more than ever, which, people can kind of moan and groan about it, which I do as well, but it's such a crazy tool to be able to get not even so much in music, but just kind of you out there, which is kind of what social media is now for. I feel like it's mainly to sell yourself and your music. If you really want to use it as a massive tool, people obviously can just use it and go on there and just post their music and that's it, and don't give any personality, and that's cool. I think that's great if it works for you, because it's probably a little healthier. But for people who just want to get off the ground through Instagram or through social media, it's a great way to kind of just get yourself out there.
Ruel, you were supposed to come to Indonesia back in 2022, but due to some reasons, the music festival has to be cancelled, which is very unfortunate. So do you have any future plans to visit Indonesia?
Of course, obviously my next tour, I'll love to come back. Yeah, the fans out there have been amazing. They've been so supportive, and to stick with me. I haven't been there in a while now, so yeah, I can't wait to come back for the next album tour.
Yeah, definitely, we will wait for you. Okay, so Ruel, for the last question, do you mind to sing us a snippet of your new single?
If you play a snippet of my new single?
Yeah, now,
Which song?
Your favorite one, either What a Life or We're a Pair of Diamonds.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you want me to
sing
sing
it? Yeah, sing it. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta put me on the spot like that.
Sorry.
I think I've got to do the whole thing. I've got to warm up. I got to do all that. If I knew I was singing, I would have brought a microphone. I can't just sing over this. I'm sorry, but I'll tell you my favorite. I'll speak my favorite lyric. How about that?
Okay, sure.
A little compromise. The second verse is my favorite, where it's okay now we're alone. I wonder if we're set in stone. The long black coats to dry their tears, huddled around some flowers in the grass. I feel like that was a pretty banging lyric, and I was pretty happy with that one, and I wrote that in the Google Doc.
Oh, I love it. That sounds very deep and very poetic. I love it. So, Ruel, thank you so much for your time here. We're very happy to have you here. So I hope to see you again soon, Ruel. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.